Hey, welcome to the 2017 Lincoln-Reagan dinner of the Harris County Republican Party. I'm Vlad Davidiuk, and we're seeing lots of people coming in at this point to do the setup. Many of the guests haven't arrived. The event doesn't actually start till 5:30, and we're still a good 15 minutes away from that. So we're going to be talking to the few people who are straggling in early and get them on. So, see if I can track some people down. Give me a minute.
Are you live streaming?
I am.
That's so cool.
Welcome. Ed! Come on over. You can be the first guest. I know, right? I'm here with Ed Sarlls. Welcome to the Harris County Republican Party Lincoln-Reagan dinner.
Thank you.
What are you most excited to see tonight?
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing some of our elected officials and our congressional representatives, and hopefully have a chance to have some interchange with them.
How many Lincoln-Reagan dinners is this for you now?
This is my first, actually.
This is your first? Seriously? I could have sworn I saw you before. I guess I mostly see it at the conventions. Right. Or at the executive committee meetings. Okay. So this is your first Lincoln-Reagan dinner. Patrick Svitek is here. That's cool. What are you most excited about?
Well, I'm like I say, looking forward to meeting people. Of course, we have the Trump tax plan that's just hit at least pieces of it. So it'd be interesting to see if they talk about that any and have some feedback about it.
That'll be good. Are you here? You're here a little bit early. Obviously, you wanted to beat the traffic. You got a good parking spot.
Coming across town, you're never sure how long that traffic is going to be. So I wanted to get an early start. And just I was actually listening to your interview about the high-speed rail on the way over.
Okay.
And so enjoyed that interview. Had lots of good discussion there.
Fantastic. I'm glad. Did it answer any questions? Did it bring up more questions for you?
Well, I think the whole thing comes down to the eminent domain. If we can say we're not using eminent domain and provide some kind of bonding perhaps to protect if the project fails and there's funds available to take care of removing infrastructure. I do have questions about it, but I think if they can convince enough investors to pony up money for it, then more power to them.
Sounds like a good plan. Well, Ed, enjoy your Lincoln-Reagan dinner.
Thank you very much.
And we'll see you around.
Appreciate your service with your...
Absolutely. I'm glad to help. I'm glad to be here. So Ed Sarlls is our first guest. Hey, Victor. Let me see if I can get Victor Sanchez over here. Hey, Victor. Go around. Okay, my next guest is... Come on in here. Our next guest here is Victor. You are with the Houston Young Republicans.
Yeah.
You work as you're actually one of the officers of the club.
Yeah, I'm one of the officers. Yeah.
What do you do with the Houston Young Republicans?
All right. With the Houston Young Republicans, I'm the political director, and what I do is I'm the liaison between campaigns and the club. So right now it's not very busy since it's almost like an off season, but we're getting together with different campaigns. We worked with Greg Abbott campaign. We did some phone banking yesterday, and just things like that, getting the group together. We're also we're having an event. It's a crawfish boil. It's May 13th. I think it's at 2:30. So I'll go ahead and share the details in the lines below. But hope you guys can make it.
Yeah, definitely put that as a comment on the post. What if I know obviously right now is a very slow time politically. Last year in the fall, Houston Republicans were real busy with elections. What do you anticipate coming up in the 2017 elections for this city?
Well, I don't really know. I don't have any expectations as of yet. We're going to have to see what.
Lots of activism, though, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely, lots of activism. There's going to be a lot of activism with the pension plans and stuff like that.
Okay, and I noticed you're working here as a volunteer, and a lot of HYRs are here today doing that as well, supporting the party.
Yeah. Our communications director is here. A couple of other members are also here volunteering. So we have some paid tickets and everything. However we can help the party.
Fantastic. Thanks for showing up, Victor.
All right, thank you.
Have fun. Every time the door opens, the wind blows in and it blows these balloons around. So it's like, Will. I need to have somebody on the air. Somebody's got to be on here. Come on. Yeah, we're live. Go around. Don't trip on this. Will Simpson. How are you?
Good, Vlad.
Well, doing well. Welcome to the 2017 Lincoln Reagan Dinner.
Thank you very much.
How many Lincoln Reagan dinners is this for you now?
My second one.
Your second one? Was that last year?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're expecting better one this year, right? It has to improve.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. My concern is that, we're not going to have enough fun. Are you going to make sure that happens for us tonight?
Yes.
Okay, you're going to do your part, right?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Well, thanks for showing up.
Absolutely.
Enjoy the Lincoln Reagan dinner.
Thank you very much.
Take care. Guests are actually starting to come in right now at a more rapid pace, so come around. How are you?
I'm good. How are you
Good
doing?
to see you.
Good to see you too.
Welcome to the Harris County Republican Party Lincoln Reagan Dinner for 2017.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
Now, there's a lot of people there who don't know who you are. Introduce yourself. And
I know. Sometimes I wonder who I am. I'm like, what am I doing? No, I am Bianca Gracia. I'm the Hispanic Engagement Director for the Republican Party of Texas. So yes, when I hear myself saying that, I'm like, yes, the whole state of Texas. It's a little overwhelming, but yes, that is my title. That is what I do, and so
it's a huge job.
It's a very huge job. Yes.
I have been in at least 3 or 4 different locations where I've seen you on a day-to-day basis, and it's like you never get a chance to get any downtime. So seeing you here at this, festive gala is exciting because you finally get to relax, have a little fun.
Oh, this is supposed to be relaxing?
I know, right?
No, yes. Actually, I'm glad that you noticed. We started an initiative for Hispanic engagement, obviously, and it's called the Listening Tour. We call it Dime, Come Tell Me. So I am touring across the state of Texas, bringing Hispanics to the table, just really reaching into our grassroots. People who have not been involved before, people who have not maybe have any engagement at all, but they're out there. And we're bringing them together, and we're just sitting down in a round table atmosphere, and we are just asking them, what is it that we can do to make better, and what can we do to build these relationships with you? Because we know we share the same values, and they agree. And so they say, where have you been? Where have you been? Where have y'all been? So it's been a great initiative, and Harris County, we're going to do 5 more in Harris County. Paul Simpson was really thrilled about the event that we did here back in February. We just did Dallas, and we're going to San Antonio May 17th. So if any of your listeners are in the San Antonio area, we will be there May 17th at the Roosevelt Clubhouse. Then we will be in Corpus Christi at the Del Mar College on May 24th, and then we'll be back here in Houston May 31st. And we will be doing something out in the Pasadena area.
That's a really full schedule. What results have you seen so far? I mean, obviously you're getting a lot of engagement. You're getting involved with a lot of people. So what positive results have you seen so far?
Well, the good news is that we are identifying leaders within those gatherings that we're having, and we also are going to El Paso and Lubbock. So let me mention that because I don't want them to feel left out. And we did go to the Valley. Okay. And so what we are seeing is these events are bringing in people. We are bringing in over 100 people an event, which is phenomenal.
There's a lot of interest.
A lot of interest. And people don't realize that when they said Hispanics were a silent majority, we were a silent majority. And we're coming out. They're coming out more and more. The good news is this. We are getting precinct chairs where we have had no precinct chairs. And so that is one thing. We're getting new identified leaders that maybe want to run for office. Mm-hmm. We are doing a lot of training so that we can let them know how our party is structured. A lot of them say, I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go for answers. How do I get involved? Some of them are coming out and saying, sign me up to phone bank and I'll block walk. And we're going, what? That is what where people are needed is to phone bank and block walk. That's the driving force of anything that we do and when election time comes. So those are the great results that we're seeing, and of course the feedback that they're telling us what their expectations of a political party are. So we're getting that information from them, and positive and negative, we tell them it doesn't matter. Whatever you really feel, you need to let us know. Don't hold back. Let us know, whether it's something we don't want to hear or it's ugly or whatever. But if that's how you feel, we need to know, because we can't improve if we don't know how you really feel. So those are the kind of results that are coming out of it. And the fact that Dallas, I just finished Dallas on Sunday, and they've already called me back. They want round 2. So those are the results. When people say come back, we need another one. We want to see more of these. We want to get involved. Tell us how that's a positive thing.
That's fantastic. Well, enjoy your Lincoln Reagan dinner. Obviously, it's going to be a busy night. You're going to see a lot of speakers and enjoy food. Is this your first one?
For Harris County, yes.
Yeah, fantastic.
I went to the Bay Area one.
Okay, well, this is the best one. You don't have to go to any other ones after this.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Okay.
But yeah, it's really good.
Okay.
Enjoy your evening.
And just let your listeners know they can follow me at Hispanic Engagement Republican Party of Texas on Facebook.
Fantastic. So
they can keep up
look her up, Bianca Gracia.
He's part of the whole engagement process.
Yeah, Victor's involved with everything.
Victor is everywhere. I love it.
Thanks very much.
Thank you so very much.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, thank you.
Huh? Oh, okay. So far, so good. I need Dave. We have David Balat here. David, welcome.
Thank you.
To the 2017 Lincoln Reagan dinner for the Harris County Republican Party. Is this your first one?
It is.
It is.
It is. Excited to be here.
Well, let me be the person to welcome you.
Thank you very much.
To this party. It's going to change your life. It's going to be on your calendar on an annual basis.
Good.
I'm
excited to be.
What are you looking forward to most of all?
I'm interested to see what the candidate or the representatives and the elected officials have to say, and looking forward to meeting everybody here. And of course, the highlight of the day already is getting to here to speak with you.
This is the winner of the conversation so far. Yeah, this is your first Lincoln Reagan dinner.
It is.
And so this is a good opportunity for you, for a lot of other candidates, but for you especially because you're fresh on the scene, to really get to network with a lot of people and actually shake hands and introduce yourself in a huge public forum. Do you have any expectations as far as what you'd like to do or what your goal is for tonight? Is tonight more business or more pleasure? Or a mix of the two?
It's perfectly okay to mix the two. I truly enjoy getting to meet people. It's part of my profession. It's part of my personality. It's pleasurable for me. I like to get to know who people are and where they come from and what they enjoy and what they don't enjoy. And I've had people share both with me tonight. But honestly, in my career, networking is it's crucial for the business. Getting to know people and getting to know your community, and so this is what I'm doing to help with the campaign also, but for myself, getting to understand the activists and the officials and all those that are surrounding this event.
What table are you sitting at?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet? Okay. Try to find a good one.
I'll find one.
In any case, part of the fun part of being at the Lincoln Reagan dinner is if you don't have one of those tables where you pay for the whole table, you get to kind of meet new people.
Right.
And so this is a really good opportunity for you to practice that 30-second speech, to introduce yourself and do your pitch. Give me your 30-second pitch.
Well, before I do that, though, I want to say this as well, which I think is very important that people understand, is that I was taught at a very early age that business will always be about a handshake. As much social media and as much videos we have on YouTube and the things that we get to do that are wonderful, we get to disseminate a lot of information. I find it very important, and that's why I'm spending so much time and effort going to different events, meeting with people, and getting to shake their hand. Nothing replaces that. And so, as far as my speech, it really is just an outpouring of who I am. I love this country. I love this district. I love Houston. It's given me and afforded me opportunities that I wouldn't have in any other place. So it's my opportunity to give back. My parents had the opportunity to pursue the American dream. I've benefited from it myself, and I want to make sure it's still there for my kids. I see a lot of opportunity for improvement, especially within our district and in the seat that I'm currently challenging.
Well, best of luck to you. Enjoy your Lincoln Reagan dinner.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
They're always a whole lot of fun.
Good to see you again.
You too. Likewise. Have a good evening. Okay, so we're working on finding some new people here. And I need to go and check and see where we're at in terms of people arriving. There's a lot of people who have come into the lobby who have actually just gone straight past and into the... Mike, tell your dad to come here. Stan! Trying to get Stan Stanart over here. Give me a second. Okay. Good? Come on in.
Oh my goodness, what is mine?
Come on. No. I'm Vlad Davidiuk. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Nice to meet you. Elizabeth Huey.
Elizabeth Huey. Welcome to the 2017 Lincoln Reagan
Thank
dinner
you.
for the Irish Republican Party. Is this your first Lincoln Reagan
This
dinner?
is my first.
This is your first?
This is my
Fantastic. You're going to have a great time. What are you
Thank
looking
you.
forward to most of all?
Well, I want to invite Republicans to a Kammi Pass presentation that we're going to have in July in San Antonio, Texas. It is we gather politics, representatives, anybody that wants to work in favor of peace.
That's fantastic. Is that connected with the Republican Party of Texas?
Yes, it is.
It's an initiative. Is it which initiative is it part of? Is it like Latino GOP or?
Yes, it is.
It is. Okay. I actually just spoke with Bianca Gracia. Here,
Okay.
So
Okay.
she just went in. So actually, you're the second guest for that to talk.
Okay.
So why haven't you come to Lincoln Reagan dinner before?
We hadn't been invited until
What?
this year. We hadn't been invited.
Oh, I'm going to find out who did not invite you. They're going to be in trouble.
Well,
Okay.
Our Kammi Pass presentation is a gathering to speak about peace
Really?
in Panama.
In Panama.
In Panama in October.
Okay. That's fantastic. It's going to be in San Antonio.
And, well, we're going to have a pre-Kammi Pass in July in San Antonio, Texas. And hopefully we're going to have people to take to Panama in October.
Fantastic. Well, that's great. Enjoy your Lincoln Reagan dinner. It's very nice to
Thank
meet
you.
you.
Nice to meet you.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Okay. Steve, come on in. Doing well. Good to see you. Steve Kusner joining us. Who's this beautiful young lady? Is this your daughter?
My wife. Oh,
Wow, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Vlad Davidiuk. Come on in. Come on, get closer.
my wife is younger, just not that much younger.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
Thank
So anyway, we won't talk to Steve. Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Kammi.
Kammi, I'm Vlad Davidiuk. Welcome to the 2017 Lincoln Reagan dinner.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
Is this your first one?
No.
No? How many is this now?
4 or 5?
I was going to say 3 or 4, so we'll go with 4.
Okay, so you're not rookies at this. You've
No,
got
we're not.
this well in hand.
Yes.
Steve, what are you guys looking forward to most of all?
Oh my gosh, there's so much.
You got a pretty decent lineup
We've got
tonight.
we've got a great lineup. We've got Kevin Brady coming, don't we?
They added Ted Cruz.
They added
Kevin
Ted Cruz,
McCarthy,
Kevin
Ted
McCarthy,
Cruz. Who else?
Dan Patrick, if
Dan
I'm not
Patrick.
mistaken.
The programs are actually going to be on your table, and I have everybody listed there.
So it's going to
What about you? Who are you looking forward to most of all?
Kevin Brady, Ted Cruz.
As far as the Lincoln Reagan dinners go, they're not exactly the kind of thing that you do on a frequent basis. It's once a year.
Yes.
In terms of the dinners, have they improved at all as far as you can see? Have they gotten better? I would say they have gotten a little bit better.
I
over
think
time.
they've probably gotten a little bit better.
A little bit better.
I think it was last year that we ended up missing because I was traveling to and from Houston to Dallas. But prior to that, yeah, it was pretty good. They've been getting better.
Yeah.
They've been getting better.
What table are you guys sitting in?
124.
Oh, okay. So you're all the way on the right side.
Yes.
Which is good. You're a Republican. You want to be on the right side of the room.
Yeah, and as far as Republicans go, I'm a little bit more right than most. So
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, extremism and defense of. Anyway. Very lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Enjoy your Lincoln Reagan dinner,
Thank you.
Steve. Thanks
thank
for
you.
stopping by.
Hey, when's the podcast going to be?
Probably next week.
Next week.
Right next week, because I had to do this one with the bullet train today. Did you see that one?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
Although
fiery.
I've been talking back and forth with John McClellan quite a bit on that one. And, I understand there's going to be no public money allocated to it, although I do understand that they've got some federal-backed loans. But outside of that, it's all public. No,
we'll talk about that later.
All right.
Enjoy your dinner.
Hey, thanks. You too, man.
Good to see you. Albert, come on in, man. Good to see you,
man.
That's a fantastic tie.
Yeah, and the pin.
Man, look at that pin and this. He's a triple threat. Good to see you. How you doing?
Good seeing you. I'm doing good.
Welcome to the 2017 Lincoln Reagan dinner.
Thank you.
Obviously, this is not your first Lincoln Reagan dinner.
Oh, man.
How many do you have on your?
I can't remember.
Really?
Yeah.
Every year going back.
Not quite every year, but for a while.
Pretty much,
there.
huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to most of all tonight?
Just seeing the speakers. I think we got a good group of elected officials coming tonight. So
I've never seen Kevin McCarthy speak. I've seen most of the others speak.
Yeah, I've never seen him either. It's exciting to have him here.
He's the guy who almost
give a good Texas welcome.
Yeah, I mean, he almost became Speaker of the House.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like somebody who, got up there pretty far. And then Ted Cruz, our junior senator, almost became the Republican nominee.
Yep.
So we've got some pretty heavy hitters in the room there.
Yeah, it's exciting.
What table are you sitting at?
Actually, I'm a guest of Senator Cornyn's.
Fantastic. Your old boss.
No, work for Senator Hutchinson. But I've known Jay for a long time.
That's right, Jay. Is Jay here tonight?
He should be here. Yeah, he should be here. And I've been a long-time supporter for Senator Cornyn from the beginning. I threw an event, Catholics for Cornyn, that we did when he first ran at George Strait's house. We had Orlando. We got the pro-life list, Orlando Sanchez Hispanic list, George Strait's Catholic list, and we had a great fundraiser for Senator Cornyn when he first ran.
That's fantastic. So you're going to have a fun evening.
Yeah.
It's obviously a little bit early. The event doesn't really get started for a little while now, but checking in early always helps you beat the traffic. And beat the rush checking in. Yeah, exactly.
Get to visit with good people like you.
Good. Well, enjoy your evening.
Thank you.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
That's a fantastic. Are you guys going to be showing up here? As for what I'm wearing Batman's suit. So even though it's the one that Bruce Wayne usually wears, technically that makes me Batman. Hey, Marvin, come on over. Marvin Clede, how are you doing?
Doing good.
Good to see you. Good evening to you. Welcome to the 2017 Lincoln Reagan dinner.
Glad to be here. Excited.
You're the SREC for SD17.
Correct.
And obviously that's an SD that's one of the biggest and most dynamic in Harris County. This is not your first Lincoln Reagan dinner, though.
No.
How many is this for you now?
I haven't been every year, but I've probably been to 6 or 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to most tonight?
Just kind of getting an update, hearing Ted Cruz, kind of get a feel for where we're headed the next short term.
Okay. I know that there's quite a few dynamic speakers on the schedule for tonight. I think Kevin McCarthy is the only one that I have never actually seen personally speak.
Yeah, from out of state.
Yeah. How about you? Have you seen them all speak in person?
Except for him. I think I've seen most of the Texas people.
That'll work. That's good. What table are you sitting at?
I'm sitting at Joan Huffman's table.
That's the best table so far. I've heard of 3 people talk about that. Marvin, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy your evening.
Okay, great.
Oh, Valoree Swanson is here. How are you? Good evening, Valoree.
Yes.
Welcome.
You're welcome.
2017 Lincoln Reagan dinner? Is this your first Lincoln Reagan dinner, right? It's not.
Oh, no, not at all.
So many.
This is my first one as a state representative.
This is true. She's the state representative for District
150.
Right. This is your first term in the Texas legislature,
right.
and you've been actually pushing forward some pretty substantive legislation as far as things that you'd like to accomplish.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah. We've been working hard on all the conservative issues, and I'm very honored and proud to be a part of the Texas Freedom Caucus. We have been very instrumental in helping get on some great things on some of the legislation, such as the Schaefer Amendment night before last on the SB4, and also on the budget, getting in the defund Planned Parenthood rider on that. So,
That's hugely important. Well, I know you've been really busy at Texas Legislature, so this is actually an opportunity for you to wind down, take the evening off, enjoy yourself. There's a lot of dynamic speakers tonight. Is anyone in particular you're looking forward to hearing most of all?
Looking forward to all of them.
That's the right answer. Now, the only one that I've never heard actually personally speak is Kevin McCarthy. So for me, that's going to be a little bit of a new experience. All the other ones I've actually met and spoke with, and actually heard them speak on multiple occasions. What are you looking to hear? I mean, I've heard some people say that they're interested to hear Ted Cruz talk about what's going on in Washington, and Kevin Brady, and hearing Governor Patrick talk about the legislative session. Is there any topic in particular you're interested in hearing?
Not one certain topic. I definitely want to hear what they have to say. It's always exciting to hear sort of the inside scoop from Ted Cruz, Dan Patrick, and others. But one of the big things I always come for is to see all my friends in the grassroots. That's the big thing
fun.
for me.
So who are you wearing tonight? This is a lovely outfit. This is gold and silver.
Oh, well, thank you.
And who are you with? You came
with my husband, Valoree Swanson, and Mark and Pauline Ramsey. Mark is our SREC committee man from SD7, and he's also my chief of staff in Austin.
That'll work.
And my mother, Pat Hansen, who is newly recovered from a quadruple bypass surgery, so we're excited to have her
I remember
out
you posted
and about again. Yes.
It's good to see you're fully recovered. That's fantastic. Well, Valoree, enjoy your dinner.
Thank you
enjoy
so much.
your evening and have fun.
Okay.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Valoree Swanson, everybody, State Rep for District 150, along with a lot of other people. I think that's the first state rep we've had. Mark. See if we can get Mark Ramsey in here. Come on, Mark. Mark Ramsey doesn't want to come on. I don't know why. Waiting for a few other people who could be. As far as this goes, it's one of those things where he's actually. Wow, fantastic, Mark Ramsey.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
What are we broadcasting
This
here?
is just Facebook Live.
Okay,
for
okay.
everybody who's interested.
Sure.
Welcome to the 2017 Lincoln Random
Hey,
Dinner.
thanks. Glad to be here.
This is obviously not your first one.
No, just drove in from Austin.
Fantastic.
Yep.
I know you've been busy there. I've been seeing your updates as far as legislation,
Okay.
different things that are going on. This has been a very busy legislative session.
It's been extremely busy. We've had sessions already that have gone to 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And but the Republicans they're holding strong. They're holding to principles, and we voted some really good legislation out. I don't think there's any major piece that's at this moment passed both houses.
Okay.
But there's several pieces that have come over from the Senate, and there's several other pieces that have headed that way, and it looks like there's probably going to be a lot more agreement than maybe people would have thought initially.
That's fantastic, because I know one of the things that was always a concern is that there was an awareness that there was going to be a lot of pushback. There was going to be a lot of resistance, because the left was going to try to obstruct and try to distract on all these issues and all of these votes. And in a lot of other situations and a lot of other parts of the country, Republicans have backed down or actually taken a watered-down legislation. But it's heartening to see that Texas has really held strong on those things.
Yeah, absolutely. And some of these recent, like SB4 debate in the House that went till the wee hours of the morning, the Democrats tried for way over 12 hours to amend and water down and change the legislation, and they actually even dropped the ordinarily very good protocol that the members have. There were some members calling other members racist. There were some members that were calling out our great Lieutenant Governor, Dan Patrick, very derogatory kind of terms. And I think it just really made the Democrats look very, very bad. The Republicans were holding strong on the votes. Almost all of the votes were on the order of 90 to about 52 to 54. The Republicans held strong on all those votes. And then the gentleman that I was mentioning earlier who had some rather caustic remarks about Lieutenant Governor, he actually very humbly apologized from the microphone the next morning.
That's good to see.
Even the Democrats realized they kind of overplayed their hand and didn't come across.
Robin, it's on the other side of the lobby. Yeah. No.
Thank you for telling me.
I didn't realize where you were going. I had marked.
But there's a skirt and a man in a wheelchair. It's
Really?
like a gender bender bathroom, and then they have the men's, and I was going to get angry. Now that I know I can't.
Yeah. And come back when you're done.
Off camera, we've had Robin talking about the gender signs here.
Yeah. It's a little confusing for some people because the way the setup is in here. But anyway, it works out well.
Yeah.
Mark, enjoy your dinner.
Yeah.
Enjoy the 2017 Lincoln Reagan dinner.
Yeah,
it's going to be
great.
fantastic. A lot of dynamic speakers. So this would be a lot of fun.
We had a question from somebody that was talking to somebody driving down here. Are Mr. Lincoln and Mr. Reagan actually going to be here?
They're here in spirit.
There we go. There we go.
Thanks very much. Okay, we're starting to get some guessing, so that's one good thing. We could do with a few more. Where the heck is everyone? Jim. Okay, rock star, everyone. Robin Lennon has dropped in. Welcome.
Well, good to see you,
Good
Vlad.
to
How
see
are you?
Doing well. Welcome to the 2017 Lincoln Reagan dinner.
Thank you.
This is obviously not your first one.
No.
How many is this for you now?
I want to say my third.
Third, okay. It's going to be one of those interesting evenings because there's a lot of dynamic speakers tonight. Who are you most interested in seeing tonight?
Ted Cruz, Dan Patrick. I would like to. I'm hoping, I don't know. Is John Culberson coming? Is Kevin Brady coming? I don't know.
I heard Kevin Brady should be.
I would
here.
like to speak to them.
Okay. Kevin McCarthy is the keynote speaker. I've never actually heard him speak in person.
I haven't either.
No. A lot of people have told me that they're interested in hearing what each speaker says in terms of what they relate to in terms of the political field. Is there anything in particular you'd like to hear this evening?
I have a lot of issues that I'm supporting, but my top issue for our future is school choice. The House just heard House Bill 1335, which is for school choice, or it's for ESAs for special needs. And I stand with them, and that's a good bill, and I believe it's necessary. I just hope they also include special need children, the ones who are in the inner cities that have been stuck in failing schools and really need to be brought up to speed quickly in order to be able to take their place as citizens.
Now, I know that there was some legislation that was offered in Austin that didn't make it fully out of the Education Committee. Do you know what the status is of that as far as what school choice was going to be? And now the legislation that emerged is different.
And I'm kind of confused. When we came home, I believe that they said that school choice made it and actually had a hearing. I was very disappointed to hear that we had only 44 votes in the House for it. Matter of fact, saying I was disappointed is pretty mild. But if they want to put the foot in the door by helping special needs, but I do hope they include the financial needs of the inner city with that, because some of those children, when they come out of those inner city schools, they drop out at age 16, but they've been in the system for 16 years. Some of them are only reading on a 3rd and 4th grade level, and these are American citizens, and I believe that there's no excuse for that in this day and age.
Yeah, it's pretty much shooting ourselves in the foot in terms of future growth and future development if we don't get this generation of kids fully educated and competitive with a global market.
And without a doubt, I believe that long run, if we continue the way we're doing without school choice to give us the market push to fix things, what we're basically doing is creating an underclass very similar to what France has with the Arabs. Only they're going to be native-born American citizens, which I feel is just horrendous.
Well, let's hope that those legislatures take this issue very seriously and take some action that's not only effective, but principled. And we need We need both of those in place to get it done.
And
Rob?
I would like to add one thing, and that is that although I support, if this is the only thing we can do for school choice for special needs and whatever, I truly believe every Texas child is special needs, and they all have to have their needs met in school.
That's a very wise statement to make. In terms of what they need, we need to find whatever works best for them.
And with the technology we have, there's no excuse not to do it.
Robin,
Thank
thanks
you
very
very
much for stopping by.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
your dinner.
Thank you.
Oh, we're waiting for. Oh, wow! Look who just showed up. Come on. Don't trip. Don't trip. I know, right? How are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Roseanne Rodriguez, how are you? Come on this way a little bit.
Is this thing on?
It's Facebook Live.
Oh,
yes.
awesome. Hey.
It's a red carpet welcome.
This is
See our red
awesome.
carpet? Isn't it beautiful?
Just for me.
Just for you. Welcome to the 2017 Lincoln Reagan Dinner.
Awesome. I'm excited to be here.
Is this your first one?
This is my second one, but this is the first one at this location.
Okay.
So I went in 2014, and so it was the Galleria area.
Yeah, the Post Oak Galleria.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So this is exciting.
Yeah, so there's a lot of interesting speakers tonight.
Yeah.
Who are you most interested in seeing?
All of them?
All of them. That's the right answer. That's the right answer.
I'm around a lot, so I love them all.
Yeah. Who are you wearing?
Is this a Tahari? Sorry.
It's nice. You got nice pearls. It's good.
Yeah, that's it. Got to put on my best for the Lincoln Reagan.
There you go. What table are you sitting at?
28, I think.
28. Okay,
Yeah,
that's kind of close to me a little bit. Not really.
Where are you at?
I'm at 33 on this side, down in the back end. Good. Enjoy your Lincoln Reagan dinner. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm excited.
Obviously, you got here a little bit early to beat the rush,
Yeah.
so enjoy.
Well, it's a network, right?
That too.
I got to meet everybody. I got to know
Enjoy.
everybody. It's good seeing you.
Thanks very much. Good to see you again. Have fun. Don't trip. Dave, come on over. Councilman Martin.
Yeah.
Dave Martin, everyone. Good to see you, Mr. Martin. How are you? Doing well. Fantastic. Welcome to the 2017 Lincoln Reagan Dinner.
It's great to be here. It's a beautiful evening.
Isn't it? This is one of those. This is one of those things where conservatives and Republicans gather every single year. They always look forward to it. Is this your first Lincoln Reagan Dinner at this?
No, I've been to many.
But is this the first one at this one, or you did?
No, I came last couple of years. I think last year was the first year it was here, and before that it was at another venue. But no, it's a great.
So Galleria is where it used to be.
Yeah, that's right.
What are you looking forward to most tonight?
I'm looking forward to hearing some of the congressional leaders talk. I'm looking forward to meeting a bunch of people and talking about what's going on at the federal level as well as the state level. And for us in the local level, you know, we have the number one issue in the city right now is pension reform. So trying to get a handle on where we stand in the state legislature. You know, what is this? You know, looking forward to seeing hopefully Senator Betancourt and ask him about his bill that's pending. But I think it's going to be a good evening for us to just relax and have some good conservative talk.
It's an evening where a lot of people who are busy the rest of the year kind of take the evening off, and you see a lot of the same faces, but like the volume is turned down a little bit. Everybody's just enjoying their meal and networking and
no fighting.
No fighting.
Everybody loves each other tonight.
Just
hopefully,
just for tonight.
For the moment. Yeah.
So obviously you have a lot on your plate as far as city council is concerned. And probably a few of your fellow city council members are going to be coming through here any minute now.
I saw Travis is here. I saw Michael Kubash. And I'm sure Jack Christie, I think, is supposed to be here. So all the good Republicans will be here tonight.
Out of all the speakers who are here tonight, who are you most eager to hear from?
I guess I'm not sure if Kevin Brady's going to talk. I'd love to hear from Congressman Brady to see exactly what's going on with Ways and Means, because he's the head of Ways and Means. I'm looking forward to, I'm going to sit at the Lieutenant Governor's table. So I'm looking forward to talking to the Lieutenant Governor and seeing exactly what's going on there. Another good Republican, R.W. Bray.
R.W. Bray in the House.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to Kevin McCarthy. Yeah. I think that's going to be interesting.
I've never heard him speak publicly.
I went to a luncheon when he was in town probably about 6 months ago. He was actually in town with Steve Scalise.
Oh, wow, okay.
And they did a fundraiser for Pete Olson. And it was really good. having a conversation, talking about what's going on in Washington. That was right after Donald Trump was elected, but before he was sworn into office. So a lot of people were trying to speculate as to what the first 100 days would look like, and now we get a good glimpse of what the first 100 days is looking like. And I think he's doing a great job. It's good to have conservative president, House, and Senate. Now we need to do something with it.
Make full use of it.
That's right.
Dave Martin, enjoy your Lincoln Reagan dinner.
Yes, sir.
Have a fun evening.
Enjoy. God bless.
Likewise.
Take care.
Thank you. I'm trying to get somebody else to come up here. I had R.W. Bray, John Baucum, and the McDonald's. Oh, looks like Bray is going to be the first one. You too, Baucum. John, come on in. R.W. Bray.
How are you?
Good to see you, John Baucum.
Hey, Vlad. How are
Good
you?
to see you. John Baucum is the current chair of the Texas Federation of Young Republicans.
Yeah.
And R.W. Bray, you were just everywhere.
I am everywhere these days.
You're doing a lot on black engagement. You're doing a lot on inner city engagement,
Yes.
youth engagement,
Millennials now?
millennials, and then you're also doing a lot of work on bringing ministry and politicians together to find common ground on different
Very
things.
much so.
But you've both been involved with the Young Republicans for a long time, and obviously it's changed a lot since you first got involved. It's completely different. You want to talk a little bit about some of those changes, John?
Yeah, it has changed. As sort of one of the libertarian kind of guys that came in, I think we've seen a shift a little bit in the domination of the group by one faction or another, and now it's more open to all ideologies. We're actually talking, before you brought us over here, about outreach to certain communities, specifically like African Americans, and it's going to take a different message to reach out to certain communities or certain individuals like millennials. You can't sell the same message that you sell to maybe an older generation, an older Republican, the same to a young Republican. So something we need to work on a little bit, I think.
Yeah, I think John said it best. The way we did things in the past are different than how we do things now. With the increase of understanding, the increase of digital advancements that we've made, it becomes imperative we start using different tools in order to engage. And you talked about all the folks that I'm talking to now, and really it's the concept behind what started with HYRs, how we didn't have any sacred cows, and there was no place that we didn't go. And that spirit still is in me now, and that's what I take across the state.
Yeah, you guys have both been trailblazers as far as that goes. You're kind of leading the way for a lot of the people who are here tonight working as volunteers are HYRs, and they're following the trail that you guys blaze. But at the same time, eventually they're going to have to find their own way, because you're moving on to new projects, and it's going to be one of those things where your growth is going to take you in new directions. Talk to me a little bit about what you see coming up in terms of what you have coming up for your project.
Well, I think just to your point real quick on HYR, I think their group is in strong hands now. That leadership is still there. The momentum is still growing. The club's still growing. They're becoming more and more active in the party. And as we do that, as we show we're here to be here for the long haul, we'll be able to have more an influence, a better seat at the table. And nobody's proven that better than Bray when you look at all the pictures of tables that he's getting at. So my next step, I don't know. I'll be done with my term as the second term for the 2RF president this August. And so after that, I'll probably take a little step back and have a new 4.5-month-old daughter. So, really kind of focus on what...
She's beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, thank you very much. So kind of focus on the next steps, but definitely not going away from the political scene. And we'll stay with activism, probably focus a little bit more on RAMP and try to get that going and, raise a little bit of money and try to change the law here for the better.
That'll work. Working with legislators to do that. I know you were at Austin recently working on getting that done, so it's good to see that that momentum still going. What about you, Bray?
I think I really want to craft black engagement. I think right now engagement is huge. It'll probably be huge for the next 2 years. But I would love to be in a situation where our party looks like Texas, And I think crafting and molding candidates, future candidates who will run for office, taking black engagement, not only just statewide, but nationwide. I'm getting calls from North Carolina, West Virginia, Louisiana, Mississippi. All these chairmen are looking for avenues and tools on how to reach out to African Americans. I think the black population for years to come will probably be the defining group of individuals when it comes to politics for for some time. And while we have that, I think it's time that we engage them, get them civically minded, civically engaged, and pull them into the party.
So this is the 2017 Lincoln Reagan dinner. What are you guys most interested in seeing tonight?
What kind of rubber chicken they service? I'm not sure.
It's a different rubber chicken from what I understand.
No, it'll be exciting. It's always exciting to see all the candidates and visit with a lot of friends and colleagues and activists. So it'll be great, and just looking forward to the program in general. And maybe Ted Cruz will have some new jokes for us.
One can hope.
I'm with John. Really, I don't get a chance to see all these movers and shakers. We kind of go out and we do our own thing, and we use this dinner as an opportunity to play catch up and have good conversation. So it's just good to see everybody here.
Well, you guys, thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the dinner.
Keep up the good work.
Absolutely, thank you.
Thank you for all you do.
Good to see you guys. Okay, so we're getting. Oh, there's somebody special. What's up, Charles? Come on in. Charles Blain. Everyone has been waiting for Charles to arrive. The party can start now. How's it going, Charles?
It's going pretty good. It's a good start to the weekend. I'm excited to be here.
This is the 2017 Lincoln Reagan dinner. It's obviously not your first.
Right.
So how many is this for you now?
This is my third, and I've only been in Houston 3 years, so that's pretty good. I'm 3 for 3.
He is not only consistent, he is dedicated.
Yes, every time, every year.
There's quite a few dynamic speakers tonight.
Yeah.
Who are you most interested in hearing?
I don't even know, to be honest. I'm excited for the panel. I think that's the best because it's going to give us, diverging opinions, and it should be a good discussion. But I don't know. I'm excited for it all, really, to be honest.
I noticed you have a Empower Texans lapel pin. I need to get one of those.
Yes, well, let me know, and I'll bring one next
time. Talk to us a little bit about the work you do with Empower Texans. You're actively involved in projects that are really critical to developing public policy.
Right.
So let us know what you're doing.
Yeah, so with Empower Texans, for those that don't know, we're a statewide public policy group. We have 4 local offices. I run the Houston office, and what we do is focus on local government here in Houston, what's going on at Commissioner's Court, City Council, all that good stuff. And we also focus on state legislative issues. So right now that we're in session, we're, back and forth to Austin a lot, focusing on some criminal justice reform bills, anything that advocates for taxpayer or pro-taxpayer reforms. We're usually behind them. So we're trying to do a lot of work this session.
It's a fantastic group that does a lot of very important work. So Charles, enjoy your dinner this evening. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. So as you can see, Dale Gibble's here, and Dan Comstock is here. Hey, both of you guys, come on in. Go around. Dale Gibble and Dan Comstock, ladies and gentlemen. Come on in. Okay. Good to see you, Dan.
Good to see you.
Dale, good to see you. How are you doing? 2017 Lincoln Reagan dinner. It's the best one of the bunch, right?
Yes, it is.
How many dinners is this now for you for Lincoln Reagan?
Probably about 5.
How you doing?
3 or 4, and I'm not sure, but at least 3.
The crowd is starting to form here. I mean, it's getting to that point in the evening where people are actually starting to arrive by the road. We have a lot of dynamic speakers this evening. Who are you most interested in hearing?
Well, I haven't really made up my mind yet. I just came to see what's going on because I'm really in Fort Bend County, and I'm sort of an interloper coming in here, but my district runs into Harris County.
Well, Ted Cruz is in Fort Bend County as well.
Yeah.
And he'll be here tonight. Is he speaking, actually? I think he is.
I think he has some short remarks. Yeah. Keynote speaker is Kevin McCarthy.
Yes.
I've never actually heard him speak publicly.
Well, Bill Archer is going to give something, isn't he?
I believe it's honoring him.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's in honor of him. He used to be my congressman.
That'll be good. Well, apparently the rubber chicken this year is a different kind of rubber chicken.
Really? Yeah. And what is it? Rubber?
I don't know. This is some other kind of rubber chicken.
Okay.
Hopefully it's good.
I'll keep my eyes open.
Yeah.
Thank you guys both for both stopping by.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy your dinner.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much.
Harris County Clerk Stan Standard, everyone.
Hey there.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Welcome, 2017 Lincoln Reagan dinner.
Yes, isn't it great?
It's the best.
It's Republicans.
This is obviously not your first one. How many
No.
is this now for you?
Oh my gosh, I've been
Too many.
I've been involved since 1987 in Republican grassroots politics, and been to every state convention since then. Started in 1988.
That's
So-
quite a few.
Yes.
Now, one thing I wanted to say to you, you have a very special something on the way. Congratulations to you.
Yes, I have a new grandchild on the way. Yes.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Michael and Donna Stanart.
That's fantastic. So I wanted to congratulate you on that.
Well,
I know
thank
that's something that kind of puts everything in a totally different perspective.
Of course it is. That'll be
You know?
the number 3.
Congratulations.
Yes.
I mean, normally throughout the year, people like you are working nonstop, and tonight's like an opportunity for you to just wind down. Put everything on pause. Take an evening and just relax with your lovely
Yes.
wife,
Yes.
Gail.
Yes.
And obviously this is something that you look forward to all year long. There's a lot of dynamic speakers tonight. Who are you most interested in hearing?
Well, every one of them.
Every one of them,
Because
right?
every one of them
That's
has
the
a
correct
message. Well, every one of them has a message that resonates with somebody in this room and somebody on the other end of the video camera. It's all about us working together as a team.
Right.
Okay? Because the Democrats want to have us fighting each other. Okay?
This is true.
And so that's why there's always somebody out there stirring the pot. Okay? Our job is to resist that. And in primaries happen. It's a family squabble. But after a primary, we have to learn to come together and work together as a team.
Right.
Okay, because I think that's so critical, and in fact, that actually hurt us in Harris County last year. Donald Trump was our nominee.
Yeah.
And so I understand some people didn't vote for him that should have. Okay, and we got smashed across the county.
We lost a lot of good judges.
We lost a lot of good judges. We lost the voter registrar, which my office depends on. In fact, I've already been impacted in this election some. We've had to fix some of their problems. Okay? And we're able to deal with it pretty much real time, but, it's still not right that things are happening that can impact the voter in this election.
So in short, tonight's an opportunity for a lot of that healing and a lot of that reconciliation to take place, because we're all here together.
Right. Yes.
That's good.
It's very important.
Fantastic.
All right.
Enjoy your dinner stand.
I will.
Thanks very
I
much
will.
for all you do for Harris County.
I will. And, I'm the number 1 target this next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
Since I run
really-
the elections, the word is that Soros is going to put $500,000 into my race. So, I'm way down at the bottom of the ballot. So, everybody realize we need every person working together as a team, every person doing something, even if it's a little, but it all adds up.
It all adds up.
All right. Thank you so
Thanks
much.
a lot.
All right.
Sam.
We'll see you.
That's fun. Gail, come in here, you gorgeous. The
Thank
gorgeous
you.
Gail Stanart.
Hi there.
You're who are you wearing tonight?
Who am I wearing?
You look fantastic.
I had a friend say that she had on Louis Vuitton shoes, but no, I can't claim that.
Obviously, this is one of the things that you look forward to every year, the Lingerie dinner.
You
Especially
bet.
Now you're the the SRC for
SD15, that's correct.
And the role you play with the party is a very significant one, because SD15 is, I believe, still the largest SD in Harris County, right?
Well,
Or has
it
SD7
could be.
passed us again?
Well, I don't know. I just know that it's grown dramatically.
Right.
And so the importance to the Republican Party, and not just here in Harris County, but statewide. And I will tell you that from a position of being on the SREC, I'm on the Resolutions Committee.
Right.
I hadn't expected to be placed on that, but I didn't have a choice, that you're just appointed. And that means that all the issues that come up before the party between conventions, then that is what we address, and we make the decisions for the party. And there's some of these things that I think that we should not be making decisions on it now, that these are issues that are important enough that we need to be doing this at the convention and that they could wait. On other issues, I think that what I'm seeing, and this is really at the heart of where I'm at right now, Vlad, is that we are arguing about issues and things, ways of doing things that are being divisive to the party. And if we don't unify and lay down some of these issues, we are going to be divided again next year, and we cannot afford it.
Well, hopefully some of that reconciliation starts tonight.
Well, I would hope so. I'm certainly working on it.
By the way, congratulations on your upcoming new grandbaby.
Yes, I have another grandbaby, and I have a different opinion than the mother-to-be on the sex of the child. So we're going to see what happens.
I see. Well, from what I understand, Sandy Steinbacher's already volunteered to babysit whenever the baby pops out. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sure we're going to need, there's no telling. That's going to be some baby.
It's going to be
for
fantastic.
sure. And they're going to need all the help they can get.
That's good. Gail, thank you so much for stopping
you,
by.
Brad.
Enjoy your dinner.
I'm going to have
a fun
great
evening.
time. Bye-bye.
Gail Stanart, everyone. It looks like the majority of the crowd has already entered. I'm not sure how many people are still coming in at this point. The lobby is pretty empty, and the venue is pretty full. So I'm going to check right now and see where we're at as far as the screen goes, and we'll get back on that. Give me a second. You know, one thing I'd like to know, why isn't this being run on the screens inside? It's Facebook Live. They could have just run it there instead of having just static images of President Reagan and President Lincoln. They could have been doing the Facebook Live thing and actually could be more entertaining. Oh, wait, Orlando Sanchez just walked in. Orlando, come on over. Come on. Real quick. Come say hi to everyone. What now?
What's up, bud? How are
Orlando Sanchez, Harris County Treasurer. We're on Facebook Live.
Oh, okay.
It says this is the red carpet arrivals. As you can see our beautiful red carpet
you?
here.
Yeah, it looks great.
Welcome to 2017 Lincoln Reagan Dinner.
Good to be here.
This is obviously not your first one.
No.
How many is this for you now?
Oh, probably about 17, 18.
So far, between you and Stan Stanner, you probably have all of them covered.
Yeah, right.
We have a lot of dynamic speakers this evening. Who are you most interested in hearing?
All of them. I mean, I think everybody has a different message depending on the level of government they're in, but I'm interested in hearing from all the federal guys as to what's happening in Congress and what's the future for the country.
A lot of guests have been saying, who have come up tonight, have said that Lincoln Reagan Dinner is a really good opportunity to maybe heal some of the wounds of the past primary and election and get some reconciliation, bring some people together. Do you have any hopeful messages as far as that goes?
Yeah, I mean, once the primaries are over, we've got to come together and lead this country into a more prosperous future. We've got a lot of issues that we're facing, international threats, domestic infrastructure. Obviously, we have some budgetary issues with the size of the deficit. And so we've got a lot of work to do, and it just makes no sense to bring up old wounds. And, it's time to move forward.
Absolutely. Orlando Sanchez, thank you very much for stopping by.
Good to see you, friend.
Absolutely. Enjoy your Lincoln Reagan dinner.
All right.
Thanks.
See you inside.
Orlando Sanchez. Come on. Okay, they're going to take... Oh!
Hey, William!
I'm happy now.
All right, 3, 2, 1. There you go. That's good.
Perfect.
Right there.
Come on, Lon, come on.
What are we doing?
It's Facebook Live.
Oh, no.
Lon Davis, everyone. The party can officially begin. Welcome to the 2017 Lincoln Reagan Dinner.
Thank you very much.
This is not your first one.
No, it's not.
So, what are you looking forward to most of all tonight?
Just really looking for a really great time, connecting with Republicans.
I know you've been working very actively with getting groups involved in engagement with Republicans in terms of policy issues and in terms of making things happen. So tonight is an opportunity for not only networking, but for a lot of people to get together on common causes. What are you looking forward to most of all as far as that goes?
Well, what I'm looking for to do tonight is to see to connect with everybody. I think engagement is everybody's job. not just me personally, being Asian, Republican, or just it's everybody's job. We got to reach out to different people in the community. That's how we're going to win elections next year.
Now, there's a lot of dynamic speakers this night. Who are you most interested in hearing?
I like Ted Cruz. Always been a big supporter of his. I like, I don't know, I know Sid Miller pretty well. I know George P. pretty well. So I'm looking forward to, seeing them.
I've never heard Kevin McCarthy speak.
Me neither. Me neither.
Well, thank you for stopping by. Enjoy your Lincoln Reagan dinner.
Okay.
Thanks. Have a good evening. Oh, who are you wearing? I was supposed to ask all the girls that.
Red carpet?
Yeah, see our beautiful red carpet?
That's funny. Are we off?
No, we're still live.
We're still, oh no.
Have fun. Have a good
You've got
evening.
to talk to Tim.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, he's my better half.
He's with
Veteran.
veterans, yeah. Tim.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Tim. I'm Vlad.
Vlad.
Nice to meet you, Vlad. All right, this is Colt.
Hi, Colts. Colts, welcome to the Lincoln Reagan dinner.
He doesn't talk. He was he left a nice little gift out there for any of the protesters that could show up.
That's called recycling. Tim, welcome to the Lincoln Reagan dinner
Thank you very much.
2017.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great night.
Is this your first one?
It is. I'm formerly from the Austin area.
Okay.
So the first one over here, and she invited me, and we're actually going to be sitting with Danny Wynn. I was like, this is going to be a great night.
It's going to be fantastic.
Yes.
What are you most excited to see?
You know what? I heard there was going to be a puppet show, laser lights, and all kinds of fun stuff, right? Wrong place? Just kidding.
I think it's on the Democrat dinner.
No,
And really, the puppets are actually the ones that are on stage talking.
Very nicely done. I'm actually looking to see some trusted friends here. I'm looking forward to hear George P. talk, Sid, and if Ted's going to say a few words tonight, that's just going to be icing on the cake.
Fantastic. Well, both of you, enjoy your Lincoln Reagan dinner. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks a lot. All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. And it looks like we're starting to wrap up here. I'm not sure who else is going to be stopping by at this point. But really, after Lon Davis, do you really need anyone else?